Hello everyone, welcome back. So in today's video we are going to some of the basic SQL questions. So based on our previous videos, our previous SQL lead code solutions, so I thought we can create a basic SQL interview questions that you should you should know for any interviews, not only for SQL, but for any other programming related interviews, you need to be at least you need to be going through this list. So this actually the basic things. It's not an advanced one. So if you are going for an SQL related question or something, this is not gonna be the right video for the preparation, but for any other software developer related position in their job description, just mentioning Oracle, SQL, or anything else, this will benefit for the for the preparation. So I will go through all of these things, and I am trying to cover these things in minimal time, and I will do some uh, do some coding also, not coding, just running the SQL queries. So to make sure everything is working and everything we can understand, that kind of thing we are expecting on this video. So we will start with the just a basic introduction. So in this video we are trying to cover select all columns, select specific columns, where clause and or not, order by, insert into, update, delete, aggregate, group by, having, join, left join, subquery, case statement, union, intersect, except, limit, offset, self store. So basically these are all the basic things every programmer need to know. So that's the thing. Not only the programmers, if you are in a DevOps or any other QEs, in that case also this need to be a part of your daily. I mean, most probably in your job, sometimes you will encounter this kind of scenarios. You need to check some data in the database, and if you know all of these things, it will be very easy to find some data. So in my case also, in my day jobs, I usually have some SQL related things. So every day, not every day, but some days I need to take some data. I need to use some user test usage. So sometimes I cannot find in the normal ways, then I will go through the SQL. So if you know all of these things, always benefit you. So it's all almost 3 minutes right now. So I am continuing with our video. So here, so this all we will do using an employee table and also a department table. So we can create that table and we will do the rest from there. So probably it will make very easy for us to go through. So I will drop the tables first. I will drop the two tables first, then I will run the employee table. For employee table we have employee ID, first name, last name, department ID, salary. So probably I will create the department table first. So that probably the order, because employee ID depends on department ID. So it's probably the order is first you need to create the department, because the department there is no dependencies to anything. So that things we completed. So we have employee table and we have department table. So right now I'm going to insert some data into the department table, and I am going to insert some data into the employee table. So for the first one, so we did this thing, create employee table and department table, and the first one is the select all columns from the table. So this is basically the basic, and I mean anybody in programming or anything related to programming, everybody know these things. So there is no further discussion we needed on this one. Just the query is fine, and getting the result is also fine. So employee ID, first name, last name, department. So that's fine. Then we are going to the next one. Select specific column from my table. So we will make it very fast. We are not going to spend a lot of time because this video intended to for the final preparation for an interview. So you don't need to do lot of, since it is only the basic things, spending a lot of time on this kind of things will not make anything. So here I'm just taking employee ID, first name, last name. I don't need the department in this case. So here I have only the selected columns. So that's about select specific columns. So that's also completed, and where clause select employees from the employees table where the last name is Smith. So this also um, an easy one. So here I am running this one. So there is one customer with select all from where last name Smith. So John Smith, that's a customer, employee, and he is in the department, and the salary is also mentioned here. So that's we done, we did, and we can go to the next one. So and or not operator. So basically all the employees from department sales and or salary, and salary is greater than this one. So you can do multiple things here. So here I'm saying like the department should be the sales. So there is no department sales here, right? So there is employee first name, department ID. So basically in this case, so I have a sales department here. So how I can do that? The join will come later, but in this case to use the department things, probably we can do one thing. We can do, since we are not going to the join on this one and spending time on this one will not make any sense. So we are just putting department ID 1, since that's a column in our database in employee table. So and we are taking this one, and also you can do so many things here. So you can do based on our discussion. So we can do the or. So in this case I am taking more data. So and also you can do not. So for the note in where close SQL, so that also part of SQL note in, that's another one that's probably we will discuss later. But just a note is no, it's like an equal to one. So if I'm just putting the equal to here, so here what's going to happen? So you will not have any salaries with 5,000. That's the case. Let me check. So here 55,000 I have one salary. So I'm going to here, right? So the or is I will keep, okay. So 55,000 just run things this one, and still I am not getting anything. So since it is and, so I am just putting or I can have only one value. So right now you can see multiple. data here. So how I can put the not equal to. So in this case, you will get all the not equal to 1. So these two things I will make it as a one row. So in the final things that I am pushing to the GitHub, we will have all of this data. So if you need to refer something, you can go to my GitHub repo. So select all employees, sort the result by the last name in ascending order. So that's also order by last name and ascending and descending. That also task will work as descending and is based on employee's last name. So first name, last name, starting with Wilson and it's all the way to the Anderson. So that's the way the order by and ascending and descending will work. So that's we completed and we are going to the another one, insert into. So insert data into the employees table. So that's it. So you are having something here and you have the first name, last name, department ID, salary. So here I need to change a little bit and I am putting because my department table is separate. So these things are working fine because we got a success and whenever you are getting all the employees, probably we can do this way and we can see what exactly we are getting here. So here the one that we added that's already here and his salary is 60,000, so that's also fine. Everything is working as expected. So then we are going to the update one. Update is the same way like insert. You probably will not get any response like a table. So whether you will get only the success or not success response. So that's a one. So employee ID, if you are getting only in this case, if there is an employee ID with 123. So I have the employee ID 123 and what I am doing here, I'm just changing my salary into 65,000 from 60,000. That's also done. So the update is done. Then we can go to the delete one. Delete is from employee. I need to delete that employee that we added to the table. So here delete is successful and I can verify this one by running this one. So here we will get we will not have any 123, so we are fine. So that's things also done and we are going to the aggregate function. So aggregate function, so many aggregate functions are there. We are not going to all of these things right now. We are only doing the average one. So this is the average one because there are a lot of aggregate functions. We will create another video because round and other things we need more discussion. So that's done. Then group by. So group by is separating the rows with a particular thing. So here I can separate by department ID. So that's the one. So if I put like this and whatever you are providing here, you need to provide here or any aggregate function. That's a There's a condition in the group by because group by is like you are grouping multiple rows, multiple stacks. So here, example like you are having a stacks and each stacks you are making some different colors. If you are seeing a building, the first fourth floor having some particular kind of color paint, and the second in the middle of the building particular kind of color, and the last particular kind of color. So in that case, each group has multiple entries, so you cannot select all from that one, because you need to provide specific what you exactly need from that group. So that's the thing. So here you will get department ID, number of employees, and that kind of things. So that's done. Then we are going to the having clause. So having clause. So after you are stacking all of these things, if you need to do something on the stacking, so here in uh, our example, I need only to get the salary number of employees greater than 3. In that case, you can do like this. After group by having count greater than number of employees, since we counts are already here, or you can use the count star, that's up to you, or you can use the second also, I guess, because it's coming on the second here. So that also you can try. So here I can get the result, so as expected. So having is also working as expected. So here join, get a list of employees along with their department name. So this is the exact. So you are joining with the department ID, and you're taking all the employees. So in this case, if you are doing like this, you will get the employee department also. So that's the joining. So from employee E join department D on department D DID and employee dot department ID. So that's also working as expected. So we are going back to the next one. Get a list of all employee left join. So left join is like you have all this. So get a list of employees along with their department name, including employees who would not have any department. So you need all the data from one side, and uh, and the matching data from the other side. So here we can go back to our employee table here. So you have multiple department here. So for each employees we have department. So if I am inserting a data into this database with the department ID is null, I don't know whether it will accept nullable. Since if it is accepting, so since it is accepting, we are good to see the difference between the join and left join. So you can see the null value here. So that's fine. So if I am doing like way that they are saying like left join, you will see all the values here. So here left join is the key. So here you can see this one. So if you are doing only the join, that's inner join. In this case, you will get only the matching rows. So here you are getting only matching rows. On this case, you are getting all the rows, right? So that's the thing. So even if there is no matching, it will return. So that's the left join. And let me check what is the time right now. So 90 minutes. That's fine. We have left join, and we have a couple of other things. 7 items remaining, so we are fine around that. So here subquery is nothing but you can have a query query you can have a select statement, and then that you can use in anywhere on your SQL statement. Not anywhere some particular criteria will be there sometimes, but at least you need to know how you can select the maximum salary from. I need to know the employee with the maximum salary. So in this case, salary is equal to select maximum salary from employees. So in this case, you need to be just a little bit cautious here. If you have multiple employees with the same salary, that roles or will be returned. So if you are only looking for one employee, then this kind of scenarios you need to use a limit or something. So that's done. Then case statement. So this is a little bit advanced, not like the basic select where in out that there is no out, that kind of thing. So assign a grade to each employee based on their salary. So this is the best thing because it's always happening on the student table. So you need to find the grade. So that's there's an example here. So based on their salary, we are finding something. So first I need to do some modification here. The modification that I am looking for here is format beautify queries, so it will beautify everything. So it will be better to say that case statement here. Case when salary is greater than 7,000, then put A, and salary between 50,000, then B, L, C, and as grade. So, and put as a grade. There's a name for that value to be in the result, and just a case when else and end. That's a thing in case. So here we are running that and we go to all the grades. So that's also done. So we can go to the next one. So next one is union. So you have a scenario like you need to get the first name, last name from managers, select employee ID, first name, last name from employee, union, select manager ID, employee ID. So in our case, we have there is no manager ID, I guess. So first name, last name, department from. So here also we have a DDL statements adding adding another column in SQL. Okay, so we are just alter table, add email or something like that. So here I need to do alter table employees, employee or employees, whatever. So employees. So here I need to alter my employees table and add um, alter table, add column, alter table, alter table, add column manager with add column manager with manager ID with foreign key to employee ID. So that's add new column with the foreign key constraint. Alter table add foreign key constraints. Okay, that things probably we will discuss in another video. So right now we are just putting the manager ID and should be integer, and then how much we are expecting. Some 10 is fine. So alter table employees add manager ID default null. Default null or default null. Okay, this one detailed statement we will discuss later. So here I am getting some issues here. So the warning, so there is a warning. That's fine. I'm not worried about warnings. I got a manager ID here. So, but the problem is I need to have a manager here and update all the rows with that manager ID. So I'm adding a manager here. So for that manager, there should not be any manager ID because he is the manager in that table. So here I'm putting some salary become I'm putting here. So these things are work. So here what I am going to do. So here I am running this one. Oh, the maximum salary is going to here. His ID is 124. So what will be the next step? Update table. Update table employees. It's update employees. And we already discussed in our one of the previous examples. So we can copy from there. Here is our insert and update. So insert, we discussed update somewhere. I know I can see that. So here, don't need any table syntax here. Just update employees, set manager ID is equal to 124. And there should not be anywhere, but you can have a one also. So in this case, here you have using safe update mode. You are using safe update mode. So there is some issues here. Safe update mode. So in that case, you cannot update. You are using safe update mode. Turn off safe update. So that things you need to do like this. So if you are getting that error, you should set this thing. Then again you need to run this. It will run as it is. So we are fine right now. We need to run this one again. So right now we can see all the managers with 124, but I have one problem here. I need to set the 124 manager to where employee ID to 124. So this video is going to that's also done. It's going to a little bit longer. I'm trying to complete this thing as soon as possible. So here department ID is going to be a problem. There is no department ID. It's fine. So where we reach here, so union. So that's the thing. So in this case, select employee fire manager ID as employee ID union select manager ID employee ID, first name, last name. So this case is actually, if you have a table like manager with the same things, manager ID, and you can union that into this one. That's the thing. So here, um, but I can give you guys an example. So I am select all from employees where manager ID is not null. Okay. So in this case, we'll get all the employees with manager ID. So right now what I need to do, I need to union that with the manager. So I know the manager ID is 124. So I can union that with the manager ID is equal to 124. So in this case, you will get all the tables. That's not the right thing. So here you can see, where is my manager in this case. So I guess you need to provide the correct things that we need. First name, let me check. First name, if I need only the first name, the last name. From employees, Chonto, the manager one is not coming. It's not came as we expected. So here put in E2 dot, okay, E2 dot manager ID, and here E2 dot, here E2 dot. This one also probably will not work. So here I'm not getting that exact thing. So this is the way. So we can see select union, select manager ID, employee ID from managers, and you can have two tables to be unionized. So in our case, we are having some trouble because it's not getting separately union or, so there is some union or also. So in this case, if I am running like this, you can see more data. So here, okay, union or we will discuss later. So I guess we can stop the things right now, or we will continue because it's almost 33 minutes. I guess we have like, yeah, we have something. Union or we will discuss later. So right now, so the intersect, I guess in this one, so we need to provide like this, but for MySQL, this will not work. There is no intersect in MySQL. You need to create your own functionality. So that's all the problem. Intersect is same way the union, and you will get all the common values. So that's done. Then accept. So I will try to finish all these three things on this video, and in next video we will do more things because we need to discuss DDL and other things. Find employee IDs that are in current employees but not in former employees. So if I have a current employees from current employees table and former employees, select all from except. So this is the same way. So from former employees, so current employees. So these things also we can try, like this one here. But the problem is we are we are not sure whether it's gonna work. So here I am taking this one, all the data, and you need to exception case here, except. So except also there is nothing function in MySQL. So that's also you can use Oracle and you will have, but for the MySQL part, this probably a missing thing. So limit and offset. So this one is straightforward. You need only uh, if you need the data only for employee side, can provide that here, and you will get 4 items. Also, you can have another one. So in that one itself, we are saying like next 10 employees after skipping the first 10. So you should put an offset. So if I am saying like I need the 4 employees after skipping the first 2 employees. So in this case, you need to just offset and 2. So here skipping the first two, so you can see the difference. So here Mary Johnson started. On this case, John Smith is started. Mary John is coming here, so skip the first 2 entries, so you can use the offset. So this case is very important if you are doing pagination in your application and you are using database on this side without any framework like Hibernate, JPA, or anything. If Hibernate, JPA, they will take care of. You don't need to. So here, self join. So that's another thing. That's very easy. So if you need to know uh, employee ID, so here work in the same department. Oh, this one is a good example. So I have first name, last name from employees, department ID. So I have the same department ID. So I need to get all the employees. So here, let me edit to reformat. Where is my reformat? Beautify query. So here we can see that. So I am taking selecting E1 employees, E2 E1 first name, E2 employee ID, E2 first name, E2 last name, employees dot E1 join employees dot E2, E1 department ID is equal to E1 and E1 employee ID is not equal to E2 employee ID. You will get multiple rows in this case because for each employee ID, if you are assuming okay, so here what exactly happening? So you can see 101 is coming so many times here, right? So that's the thing. So 101 coming here, 101 coming here. So this is not an ideal example of self join. This is an ideal example. This is not an ideal example for self joins. So self-joined, if you are need to find the employee with the manager assign, in that case, that's gonna work very well. So if I am just taking an example of our employee table, select all from employees, employees, then so this one will be the first table, and so in the joining. So just mention join. You don't need to mention anything else. And then employee join. from employees, E1 join employees E2. Okay, so just mention that. Then what actually you need here, on on E dot manager ID, even dot manager. So this is the first step. Manager ID is equal to E2 dot manager ID. So this question for a basic, for the junior role, most of the time so many people will ask. So here select all from employee C1, E1 join employee C2 on E1 manager ID, E2 manager ID, and you need all the tables from the E1. Import the E1 dot this one, and you need only E2 dot manager name. Then you can put like first name and give a name like manager name or manager. So here we can try this. Not sure there is any modification we need here. Yeah, there is some unknown column e dot first name. So here you need to provide e2 dot first name. So here you can see all of the data from the first table, first first employee one, and you can see the manager first name. So this is an ideal example for that scenario. So for a junior role, so it's fine. So we are completed this one. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Please tune, please subscribe, and we'll see you on next video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.